Grand Rising YouTube, Grand Rising. Good evening, good day, depending on where you are. I'm back in again to channel the messages that's sent to me, through me, and for me to share. But remember, not every message that comes through is going to be a message for everyone. But there's definitely a message here for someone. You're just needing to take the messages that resonates and leave the rest for those that the message will resonate with. So I'm recording this message on the 8th of December, 2025. Numerology I've got for today is 202, But regardless of when you hear this message, my messages are timeless. I believe it's when you're most needing to hear the message. But this is a message of those that fear the unseen. That's the energy that I'm picking up on as I was clearing away the previous message, which my intention was that was going to be the final message. But midway through that message, there was something else, This whole message is being a message of remembering who you are in this energy of being an open channel, receiving ancestral messages from in between worlds, So what I've written, and for some reason, the 3rd of December may be significant, and the 7th, which was yesterday. But people fear the unknown, fear those who can speak and understand their truth. I see for those I'm connecting with, you may be encountering, having a lot of past memories, past people coming back into your life, especially in this energy of Mercury retrograde, and in the energy of in different vessels, virtually, especially if you're in a hermit, an introvert type of a person, as well as in your reality, a collision of the multiple dimensional worlds that you're connecting with, It's this energy of being an open channel, which you may feel triggered by from time to time as you're going back into different, it's like this energy of opening Pandora's box, which was a message I did on my channel some time ago. And it's like right now I'm having a vision of a kid in a box, toy box, and pulling out toys, and each toy has a specific timeline. So it's like when you come into connection with others, this is why it's important to understand yourself and understand your gift, because it works hand in hand. When you come into encounters with others, it's like tapping into Pandora's box, You're picking up on energies that you're needing to continuously maintain and cleanse and clear yourself from. Sometimes you're in an energy and it's unexplainable to you why you may be feeling this. And it's because it has everything to do with you and nothing at all. The everything is that the reason why your paths have crossed is because there's something within you and the gift that you possess that's going to be able to help others, another. And it's going to also help you to understand your part to play in this energy of healing earth, which is also came through. And unfortunately, or fortunately, most of the time we come into contact with those from this energy of the underworld, because that's where the change needs to be done on those energies. I'm going to continue to read what I was. So anyway, open channel, which you may feel triggered, but not only from those in this lifetime, but of past lifetimes also, known to you or unknown to you. When you have that soul recognition, like you just feel like you just know somebody, you've seen them before, soul recognition, that is. It's like you've been thrown back into a particular timeline. Again, it's that Pandora's box. It's the wisdom you've accumulated over the timelines or just the years, a unique way you process and understand life. In this energy of how can I bring peace to where there's no peace? But there's something unique about you where you're going to be able to bring that peace knowingly or unknowingly. gradually is what I'm hearing. The unknown is your inner standing from the inside out, like a seed grows down before it can grow up, gaining the strength you're needing and having this lifetime in this current moment, making the best of the cards that you have left. And it was kind of funny because as I was clearing, I was kind of saying to myself, making the best of a bad situation, but I was clearing the cards, so it was more so making the best of the cards that we have left, you know. And this is in regards to your inner strength and those of the strength that's around you, in this energy of you're only as strong as your weakest link, you know. Going back into the energy of the masculine, the message where the masculine actually wasn't missing, he was hiding, you know, hiding from their own magic, their own inner power for some reason or the other, you know. It's like their chains are being tugged on. They're still trapped into this energy of captivity. So this is where the energy was coming from. Matthew 5 verse 30, I believe it is. If your right hand offends you, you're needing to cut it off, because it's only gonna contaminate the rest, you know. Whatever this is that you may have, I'm hearing contracted, had absorbed, is what I wanted to say, from any other energies that you may be taken on, that you're needing to cleanse yourself from, in this energy of divine beauty, you know, in this energy of the Empress. Empress is this energy was coming through next in this cycle that's about to close here, or has not, if not closed already, you know. But again, best of what feels like a bad situation, in fact, it's a blessing in disguise. And at the time of me writing this, I heard congratulations, if not in advance. Your observations has been your salvation, your liberation. Full moon energy. Going back to my triple full moon segment, which I did, which was also revolving around Hurricane Melissa. You know, I picked up on this energy of angry mama. Your cries are being heard. A couple of days later, Hurricane Melissa hit the Caribbean. You know, angry mama, your cries are being heard. There's been a spiritual cleanse, and this is happening on a global effect. I feel like it's not just you that's prayed for this cleanse, and the vibration of your prayer or your wishes are coming true, and it's a blessing in disguise, you know, in the energy of why does bad things happen to good people, places and things? Because something unknown to us needs to be cleansed. And what can best cleanse something other than water? And massive water to that, you know. Anything that's in the nicks and crannies, or anything that may have been put into the ground that shouldn't have been put into the ground, or however, water will wash that away. It will find it, wash it away, cleanse it, remove it, transmute it, whatever it does to it, you know. Game over. They can no longer play in your energy. A new start is here for you. End of a tough cycle. Enjoy your new beginnings. Embrace the flow of life. Live life and love the life you live. No regrets, no remorse, you know. Surrender to your intuition. This is the whisper of your ancestors, your archangels, the Most High, you know, those around you and within you, alerting you to divine wisdom codes, the bearer of keys, a lineage disruptor, truth teller, truth seeker, getting into the right relationships. It's not too late to teach and never too late to learn. Those that is in this uplifting, motivating, encouragement energy, while still setting high boundaries for yourself that protect your peace and your peace of mind, because that's where the power is. That's in the unseen. No one can see what's happening within you, in your mind, how your mind processes, you know, and that's what people fear. They feel that they can play manipulative games, to try and affect one's mind, but they have to understand that the mind is an infinite energy and can never be broken, you know. It's just a need to find that balance within. So that's kind of where I was. But angel number 202, it reads, this angel number signifies new beginnings and finding your right path, acting as a message to have faith that you are on the right track towards your goals. It's associated with spiritual guidance, balance, and a reminder to trust your intuition as you move forward in life. New beginnings, seeing 202 suggests that new opportunities are on the horizon and that you should be open to new direction, finding your path. This number is a sign of encouragement, telling you to stay focused on your goals and that your efforts are leading to the right place. Spiritual guidance. It is a message from the spiritual realm to trust your intuition and follow the guidance you are receiving. Balance. The number 202 can represent the need for balance in your life, suggesting that achieving harmony between your spiritual and material worlds is important for progress. Angel number is associated with new beginnings, finding your right path. It serves as a reminder that you are on the right track. So I want to pull some tarot, and in this energy, I just feel to read this card. In this energy of remembering who you are, it's this energy of the rings of Isis, is what I feel like. It reads, you have a special spiritual relationship with the angelic worlds. Part of your soul purpose is to birth angelic consciousness and values such as fearlessness, compassion, and service into this human culture. This oracle also brings you angelic assistance, intervention, and confirmation too, that you're on the right track, you know? So let's just see, in regards to this energy, for those that I'm connecting with, it's the Nine of Wands. I'm just going to pull cards. There's a lot of people around you that find what you do is unconventional, connecting with the ancestors. There's a poem, and we've got the Knight of Pentacles. There's a poem that I've got, and it talks about mistaken identity. I feel like I need to find that poem. Okay, so the poem that I was looking for, it took me a while to find. It's like going back into Pandora's box type energy. But it reads, I thank you, Father, for the gift within, to have you inside, to walk beside. So many times out of disbelief I cried. Pray you forgive those that tell the greatest lie. Gave me strength to say goodbye. My energy within, I am hearing psychic medium. And this is this energy. Something saying it's a sin to connect to the outer earth and everything within. But how? Let's begin starting with that's a sin. Let's throw that back in the bin. All of that shame, shade, lying, blaspheming is hypocrisy. Secondly, look at the earth, our families, friends. Go further out, our communities, especially the ones in the capitals and the cities. Governments and policies and authorities, oh please. Worried about who's out here doing the squeeze. Who are the sleaze? Wear a mask, it's in the air, oh please. How dare they say we don't care? And listen up, have no fear. Yes, shed a tear for the times we're living in. Just remember the God within. Everything starts with healing. Who says different is trapped? And that's a fact, and that's a rap. Those are the ones that would never clap, just gossip and chat. Best to turn your back on all of that. And this is the energy I'm picking up on here in regards to the energy of those who fear the unknown. They fear what they can't see. But you're in this energy of you're going to keep moving. You're going to keep going. You've got an overall goal. There's a destination that's in your mind. And it's so close. This energy of this world card here, in this fixed energy, but there's something trying to block your light, you know, your shine. Shine's here in the reverse. You know, these people fear your light, you know, it irritates their demons. What they say is a low vibrational thing that you do in this energy of mediumship and being an open channel, you know, connecting with your ancestors. There's a lot of people around you sent with this message are saying it's not godly, you know, because they can't see what you can see. They don't know what you know. You know, it's that energy. They don't know those unseen messages that you receive, warnings, decodings. So let's see, in regards to this energy, for those that I'm connecting with, in the energy of the Empress here. We've got the Page of Wands. This is some kind of a message. This is a message that you may have received within yourself, in this energy of being in this awakening, in this energy of those that's in the underworld, in regards to those that triggered that Lilith energy within you. Let's just see. I'm seeing missed opportunity here. I'm seeing karmic lessons. I'm seeing lessons that's needing to be learned. And this is center of the message and heart of the matter. It's like something hasn't even come in yet. Whatever this major lesson is that's needing to be learned, because this is a major energy. There's 3 major arcanas here, center of this message. The sun's in the reverse. The Hierophant's here in the reverse. Hierophant in the reverse is a major lesson, you know, life lessons. And the Wheel of Fortune, that's the karmic wheel in the reverse. In the energy of the Knight of Pentacles, also in the reverse, something that should have been, or something's taking its time. More than taking its time, it's barely even started, is the energy I'm picking up on here. So let's just see this in regards to this energy. Where's the Hierophant here in the reverse? And as I was shuffling for this card, I was picking up on the energy here of the Hierophant. And in the energy of right behind that, it says the lineage disruptor. It reads truth, right relationships, and legacy. So this could be in regards to some kind of a marriage. This could also be in regards to speaking some type of a truth in regards to some type of karmic cycles. For those that's in this procrastinating energy, for those that's needing to also uplift their confidence, you know, tap into the energy of their book of life, their destiny. I'm picking up on this energy of being a teacher for others, being a way seer for others. You know, by you speaking your truth, you're going to be able to help many others speak their truth too. But there's a message that I feel like you're gaining in this energy of feeling this spiritual awakening, I literally just heard that you are their judgment, which is a message I did a few years ago. So let's see, where's the energy here? Where's the sun here in the reverse? It's like even though the sun's in the reverse, you're still moving, you know, you've got a message. You've got a message to deliver, I'm hearing. Or somebody has. So let's see, tell me more about this energy. Someone's being rejected is the energy that's coming through here with the 5 of Pentacles. But always remember, man's rejection is the Most High's redirection. Whatever this is, it's going to redirect you to remember the magic that's within you. You know, it's like a catalyst to what is about to happen for you in this new beginning. It's going to put you in a position, and it's falling into this energy of the divine masculine that's here in the reverse. In the position to be able to release yourself and overcome any type of fears and anxieties from the past. You know, it's going to put you in the energy where you're going to be able to surrender to your full power and weather any storm. you know, in this energy of your subconscious. And that's the Judgment card that's in the reverse, which is literally behind that. You're born, is what I'm hearing, to be somebody's judgment, but it's something that you're needing to awaken to. Remember who you are. So let's see, tell me more about this energy. Where's this energy of the Page of Wands here? I'm hearing right now, even though the Page of Wands is the smallest card on the table right now, in regards to the court cards, you know, pages are the youngest of the deck, but it's the biggest message that's here, is what I'm hearing. This is about working on your peace. This is about becoming whole again in the energy of your mind, body, and soul. The energy that came through right in the beginning is the card. It says exactly that, becoming whole. And as I said that, I literally heard in my mind, like, read it. So I'm going to read this from the book, card number 36. Conjunction, becoming whole again. There is a glimmering light at the end of the tunnel. You burned down old reality, sat in the darkness of your soul, and cut difficult attachments. Alchemy is a heavy process. And when you receive that conjunction oracle card in a reading, it's a sign of healing and re-identification of who you are. You're stepping into who you were meant to be in this lifetime, but you can still hear the voice of the imposter syndrome in the back of your mind. The oracle wants you to remember who you were when you are not feeling. The oracle wants you to remember who you are when you are not feeling comfortable in this new skin. Practice conjunction. Practice conjunction is like hopping onto a bike for the first time. You may be wobbly and feel self-conscious, but once you master the new way of moving, you will be unstoppable. This is the fourth stage in the alchemy, incorporating the element earth. For this reality, the senses, structure, and stability associated with Venus, the planet of harmony. This is where the physical, emotional, and energetic worlds collide, and when your new identity is transmuted into the reality. The alchemist picks up the pieces, takes the ideal material from the previous transformative stages, and puts them back together as an enlightened whole. This is where you start to physically embody your true self, but there is still hesitation. Muster the strength to work through the discomfort of this new reality, or else you will find yourself back at step one. And as I'm reading this, I was picking this up prior to even pressing record, and this is giving me the energy of snakes and ladders. You know, someone is scared to take the gift that the Most High has literally handed to them as an answer to a prayer. You know, but imposter syndrome, somebody didn't believe that they were worthy of the gift that the Most High gave, so they rejected it in this energy of the Five of Pentacles, you know. So I'm going to read this card. In the reverse, conjunction phase shadow work. Positive affirmations are helpful in the moments when you feel unsure of who you are. Add them, add them as a reminder on your computer or phone, or drop them on a sticky note and place them where they are most visible to help raise your vibration during the day. It's time to embody your true self. You are empowering and accepting yourself. That's peace of mind, you know, putting the pieces together, of your book of life throughout all that you've been through. That's the energy of being in hermit. That's the energy of going through this awakening, understanding why you've gone through the things that you've gone through over the past few years, since possibly even childhood. But it's kind of been like a training ground for this very moment, for where you are right now. Because where you are right now is when it matters the most, you know, in this type of an energy. And I'm hearing in this world that we're living in today. In the world that we're living in today, going back to the previous message, it's like I'm hearing a doggy dog world, but it's like every man for themselves. You know, there's nobody having no compassion, no sympathy, no empathy, you know, for another. There's no support in this energy of the Three of Pentacles. You know, is the energies that's coming through here. So somebody's speaking, and I feel like they're speaking in an unconventional way. Somebody may not like what's being said, but it's not what's being said, it's how it's being said. Kind of energy is what I'm picking up on here. So let's see, why is this energy of the Wheel of Fortune here in the reverse for those that I'm connecting with? And there's the Devil that's here in the reverse. It's cutting those ties, releasing them chains, you know, so that the energy can flow. It's like having a body of water, and there's something in its way, you know, like I can't even think of it now, like a barrier. But once that barrier is removed, that water is going to pour through. It's kind of giving me this energy. Someone sending you a message from in the underworld place, you know, in the dark. And I feel like I need to read this one from the book, because I didn't read it in the previous message. Okay, so from the book, the pronunciation is stacks of this card. It's a cypress tree, and it says it's actually a river. It reads, in the Greek mythology, the Sax is one of the rivers of the underworld. This card is warning, you must turn back. The decision that has been made on the path that has been taken is not the right one. Unlike the difficulties card, which is card number 35 from this deck, it reads, which reveals a temporary impediment. Stack suggests definitive failure. Depending on the other cards that surround the spread, you will be able to determine whether you need to change your plans or stop everything entirely. You know, again, like I said, even though this is the smallest card of the deck here, but it's coming with a powerful message. There's someone is going back into the message I'm picking up of pent up anger is going to lead to making a hasty decision, which is going to come with hasty consequences. But the good thing here is the Devil's in the reverse. You know, that means some kind of chain has been severed here by some type of a truth that's been spoken here. You know, it's not what you want to hear, it's what you need to hear type of an energy. This is in regards to karmic lessons that someone's learning right now or needs to. So let's see, why is this energy of the Devil here? Because of someone's non-committal ways, in and out, nothing to offer, you know, very little to nothing other than just intimacy. It's because whosoever's in this masculine energy with the Sun here being in the reverse, you know, this is somebody who's a wounded warrior with the 9 of Wands behind this, you know. This is somebody who feels I'm hearing demasculated. Someone is feeling demasculated by what's being said here, possibly by this Queen of Swords. Someone's feeling like they're on a karmic wheel going backwards. Someone feels like they're going backwards here, like something isn't worth getting off of the ground, you know. It's not worth putting this wheel on that bike or this wheel on that car, because something isn't going anywhere other than sorrow and harsh lessons is the energy I'm picking up on here. So what's this Knight of Pentacles? Something was held up, but it's no longer held up, it's been severed, is what I'm hearing. Queen of Wands in the reverse, third party energy. It's also falling into the energy of behind all of this is confidence, you know. But let's see, tell me more about this energy of the Queen of Wands. And this could also be the Queen of Wands bringing to the light in regards to this karmic feminine, you know, this distorted feminine, third party promiscuous energy. This is somebody who's not got very good intentions, you know. They're not motivated or inspiring in the least, is the energy I'm picking up on. This is somebody I'm picking up on the energy of saying what you mean and meaning what you say. And as I said that, you know, the tower falls directly in the face of the Devil. Whatever it is that somebody has said, it's created a tower around someone's addictive ways is what I'm hearing, or someone's in low vibrational intention towards your new beginning. I'm hearing again, you're only as strong as your weakest link. And whosoever this is that you've cut off, this could be a Capricorn, maybe a Scorpio energy, but whosoever this is that you've cut off here, it's for your highest good. It wasn't going to bring no peace, you know. But let's see. Why's the energy of the Tower here? Why's the Tower here? Seven of Swords. And it's falling into the fire. And the Seven of Swords is somebody walking into their own trap. The same trap that they tried to set for you. They're not even looking. They're so smug, thinking that they've got one over on you, that they can't even see the trap that they're walking into for themselves. So that's why sometimes you have to leave people and allow them to live out their own karma, because you never know what another has done to another in order for them to be walking that path, you know. It's like someone at one point was so close to being detached with chains. Now what's happened is they've gone down a notch. It's not chains that someone is now going to be confined by their lies and their deception and their sneaky ways. They're now going to be by rope. And it's giving me this energy of the Hangman, Piscean energy you could be dealing with here. Eight of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, and it's because someone's not focusing on what it is that they're needing to be focused on. It's an energy I'm picking up on. Why is the Seven of Swords here in regards to this energy? Seven of Swords with the Nine of Swords. That's what, 16 swords. Break it down to the Seven of Swords. Someone's in their head in regards to their non-committal ways. The way how they felt demasculated in this energy of making some type of an offer. Somebody was fearful of making some type of an offer, and because of their own fear, they relied on their sneaky ways, because that's how they're used to getting things done. Is an energy I'm picking up on here. That's how they get their messages across. You know, it's a kind of a self-sabotaging way. Somebody, I'm picking up on this energy of somebody doing these small things, you know, which add up to big things, just so that the decision is made by another. You know, they don't want to be the one to make that decision, so they throw these daggers, you know, these daggers that they're carrying. But in trying to trigger you, I'm hearing again, they're triggering themselves. This whosoever I'm connecting to could be having some kind of up at night. I'm picking up on this energy up 1 or 2 times throughout the night before it's even sun up. It's because of their own guilt and consciousness, their own demons. You know, it's trying to wake their light up. It's trying to shine light. So let's see. Yeah, somebody's going through some type of Four of Swords here. This is rest and rejuvenation, and it's also a minor health. It could be minor health. Someone's sitting on some type of a truth here that they're needing to open up. Why is the Four of Swords here? So now there's so much swords. There's so much swords that's going on. But I feel like this is evolving around some kind of a Queen of Wands. Third party energy. But why is the Four of Swords here in regards to this energy for those that I'm connecting with? Betrayal. Someone trying to get over some kind of a karmic cycle that they was on. That's the Ten of Swords. That's in the reverse. So let's see in regards to this energy of the Ten of Swords. So from the 9 to the Ten of Swords, so there's progress. My worry is that the Ten of Swords is in the reverse, but there's progress. I'm seeing boundaries. It's like somebody's speaking their truth. It's like the more someone's speaking their truth, it's propelling away these dragons that's trying to attack them within your sleep state. Is an energy I'm also picking up on here. And this is because of the attachment from this Knight of Wands that's here in the reverse. They're non-committable, you know. There's other feminine energies that they're connecting with. They can even, like I'm just picking up here, some type of a health issues, but I'm also being drawn back to here now. That's keeping somebody up in this state of anxiety. It's affecting somebody's strength and what it is that they can even offer. Not even an apology. is what I'm hearing. Someone, so let's see, tell me more. Yeah, justice. It's an injustice. Whatever this is. The way how this table crumbled is what I'm hearing. But either way, the chains are being released, but someone's walking into row. However that may resonate. Someone's still needing to look at something from a higher perspective here. Some type of a message here. So let's see, why is this Sax card here? Yeah, someone's in regrets and they're stuck in that same river in the underworld with these regrets. They're looking at the Three of Cups, something that could have been a congratulations, I'm hearing, going back to my intro, or something that could have been a celebration. Someone's now cold, you know, someone's now in this energy of shut off. Tell me more about this Five of Cups. Why is the Five of Cups here in regards to the energy of this message for those that may be resonating? So this is chapter 20, message, I believe it's 6 or 7, but it's the final chapter, final message for this chapter. So this is the closing message. 5-5. This is about conflict with self, conflict with others, coming out of conflict with others, you know. That's the Five of Wands, and the good thing is the Five of Wands is in the reverse. But whatever this is, it's been a heavy load for somebody. Too much conflict, too much confusion, a lot of contemplation is what I'm hearing. Someone's looking back at all of the sneaky ways, all of the injustices, all of these tower moments that's taking place. Someone's fixated on it, you know. But there's a need to let it go. So why is the Sun card here in the reverse in regards to this energy? Temperance. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius' energy here. But temperance, patience. Something is happening in divine timing. Archangels are here. The sun's not going to be down forever, you know. Something about the next 12 hours. You're just in this energy of the subconscious right now. Tell me more about this energy of why is the sun here in the energy of temperance. And this is the Ten of Pentacles. It's in the reverse. There could be some kind of a loss. This could be family. With the Ten of Pentacles, this can be some kind of financial loss also. This can be of some type of an inheritance here. You know, some type of a legacy, some type of you know. But what's sad is that the Tower's here. So it shows where something has crumbled. Or something needs to fall away. Tell me more about this energy of the Ten of Pentacles. Someone's juggling is putting them into a sticky situation. It's causing them not to be able to even focus. Their juggling is caused their flame to be outed. They're needing to see something differently. Is this energy I'm picking up on here? Person's very much focused on their boundaries, and this is, so if this is the Five of Wands, the Five of Wands is still in the deck. So this is the Seven of Wands. Someone is not protecting themselves or doing the necessary things that they're needing to do to protect themselves. You know, their defense is down. 7-7 is here. That someone's defense is down. In this Two of Pentacles is energy. You know, someone's juggling and watching. I'm hearing multiple people walk away from them because of their sneaky and deceptive ways. Something is built on a rocky, false foundation. The foundation is broken. This is bringing me back to the previous message. Because of so much injustices, you could be dealing with a Libra. So tell me more about this energy. Why is this energy of justice here in the reverse in regards to the energy of this message for those that I'm connecting with? Yeah, this is something to do with the past. This is something to do with children. This can be a father, you know, a husband. Something that someone's holding on to. It's causing somebody some type of a illness here, but it's a realization someone's dealing with a loss here also. Why is the six of cups here in regards to this energy? Yeah, someone's conflicted with past traumas and pains of betrayals, and there's the Empress's energy. So the Empress is in the upright. I'm hearing, as always, it's the Emperor that's still in this energy of being in the reverse. Again, you're only as strong as your weakest link, and this is the link here, and it's in the reverse. Someone's not even focused. There's no care in the world to shine their light. Someone's quite happy of sitting in the energy of allowing their demons to shine brighter than their light, you know. And it's breaking down family, it's breaking down solid connections and unions. This Emperor, like I said, I feel like it's feeling demasculated here. Maybe feeling like they're in a feminine energy here. Where's the energy of the Empress? Where's the energy? Three of Swords. Tell me more about the Three of Swords. I saw the World card, but let me see. Tell me more about the energy of the Emperor. What's the energy of this Emperor here in the reverse? I'm hearing here today, I'm gone tomorrow. Tell me more about this energy. What's the Emperor here in the reverse? Two of Cups. Someone felt rejected in regards to some type of a partnership. Played on their anxiety, you know, played on their fears. The guidance of the card, which is directly behind that full moon in Scorpio, it says breathe through the tension of whatever this break up is. It feels like a break up with the Two of Cups here in the reverse. But I don't see no lovers, you know. I do see the Emperor and I do see the Empress, but this don't feel like a soul union to me. It feels like a karmic lesson. So this ending, in the long run, is going to be a blessing in disguise. It wasn't ever going to put you in this energy of seeing or surrendering to the path that your true full power and the magic that's within you. This connection was always going to keep you in a state of anxiety and needing to overcome fears, you know. I'm hearing again, people fear what they can't see. And the Emperor in the reverse. In order for this connection to work for this particular Emperor, it's almost like they have to be there, or you know, there's no trust. There can never be any trust, is what I'm picking up on here. Because first of all, the Seven of Swords is out here. There's so much injustices surrounding this, and the Knight of Wands is in the reverse. That's someone who's non-committal. Previous message, it was the King of Wands that came through in the reverse. Very egotistical, all about them kind of an energy. No compassion, no care in the world, no sympathy for anyone but self. Selfish nature. This is because someone's going through some type of, I'm picking up a mental instability or some type of sitting on the truth here. In regards to some type of a work. This could be revolving work, you know. Someone's not committed. Someone could not be working right now. Someone could not be pulling their weight, you know. So yeah, there's the World card. So let's confirm, clarify this energy of the World card here in regards to this energy. There's definitely a closing of whatever this karmic cycle was for you, Empress. You know, you've done the work that you needed to do and it's game over now. You got a King of Wands in your energy. Coming towards you. Once this cycle is closed, there's a King of Wands. Not fully here yet because I feel like something is needing to fully close. But let's confirm this energy. I feel an energy of a burst of excitement, a freshness. So let's see, tell me more about this energy of the King of Wands. This is somebody who's confident, you know, not going to play any games. If someone says that they're coming with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, then they're coming, you know. I'm picking up on this energy of someone confidently saying what they mean and meaning what they say. This is somebody that's not here to break hearts, is the energy I'm picking up on. Let's see, tell me more about this energy. Yeah, this is somebody who's not here to play any games. This is someone who's here to uplift you in this energy of strength. The card that came through is the Five of Wands in the reverse. This is someone who's not here to cause any type of confusion, any type of conflict, you know. This is not someone who's here to sit on any type of truth. But there's a need to be patient though. Tell me more about this energy of the King of Wands. The Lovers is here in the reverse, along with the Hermit energy. It's like someone's looking into something, you know. It's like someone's looking into the distance of how long it might be for them to get from here to there. You know, it's someone's planning. Someone's careful planning. Someone's future planning. Someone's taking into consideration the distance of coming towards you. So let's see. So that's the Four of yeah, someone's letting something go, and it's falling into the energy here of the Emperor. You know, you're no longer holding on to this Emperor. You don't feel, I'm picking up a disconnect. There's no focus in this area anymore. So let's see. And I was literally going to say, I'm only using one deck. I feel like whosoever this energy is that's coming in towards you, this King of Wands, I feel like it's an Emperor energy. But the Emperor card has already been used here, which you're needing to now release and let it go. It's something, it's not working. So you've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Pentacles here. Break it down to the 3, something's not working. You know, here's the 3 of Pentacles here. When you add up these 8 and 4 Pentacles, which breaks it down to the 12, you break it down further to the 3. Something is needing to start again here. Something afresh and new. Because the old contract between this divine union here, it's been severed. Is the energy I'm picking up on. It's been, I'm hearing it's being sabotaged. I'm hearing it's being ruined. I'm hearing it's being wrung dry. I'm hearing all kinds of references to something isn't going anywhere fast, I heard. So let's see. But the King of Pentacles is what come through. So for this energy that's coming towards you, after this cycle is closed, once you close the door on this, you know, game over. To those who are playing your face, I'm hearing, or play within your energy. There's a King of Pentacles here and a King of Wands. And I don't see this as, this could be that you got 2 options, but I more so see this as a solid offer that's coming towards you, and opportunities here. Someone's got character, they've got a good characteristic, they've got a good personality, they've got financial stability, you know. This, I'm picking up on this energy of this is someone who can make you laugh, someone that can keep you grounded, keep you passionate, help you with whatever this creativity energy is, you know. Tell me more about this energy of this King of Wands, King of Pentacles. Something has to end in order for something to begin. With the Death card here. Yeah, something has to end in order for something to begin. Whatever's been compressed and hidden in this dark energy. Now we've got both the Sun and the Moon here in the reverse. This is some kind of an eclipse energy, you know. It all has to end. High Priestess energy. It's this energy of expecting something. Expect the unexpected, I'm hearing. Expect the unexpected. Why is the energy of the Moon here and expect the unexpected? It's this Hangman energy. Someone is needing help. Normal tarot deck, there's only one individual that's standing in the middle of this 8 swords here. But in this deck, which is the after tarot, this person who is standing in here, someone's coming in to help. Whosoever feels mentally entrapped in some type of a connection here, who feels like they're unable to move, stagnated energy, someone's coming in to help cut away some of these strings, these ropes. I pay attention to the hangman here, who's also got help. Usually the hangman is by themselves, but someone's helping the hangman see something in a different way. You know, the hangman's here in the reverse. That means they've been enlightened. They're waking up to some things, to some hidden truths in regards to their darker nature. I'm hearing it could well be this emperor that after a time of confusion, there's been definitely confusion here regarding some type of a truth. Someone's watching, someone's definitely keeping eyes on you, you know, paying attention to certain messages. But this is someone who's now taken a leap of faith. You know, they're ready to celebrate, they're ready to go their way. This is someone who's actually taken the leap already, and they left behind loyalty, and they, you know, they left behind a lot, but they're smelling the roses to something. So I feel like that's what I'm seeing here. And right behind this full card is the High Priestess. So let's just see in regards to this energy. Why is this energy of the Hangman here? So the cards that came through is Page of Wands. Page of Wands came through, which I said I feel like was the biggest message here in this energy of peace of mind, body, and soul. I needed to have this patience in order for this to come in for you. So it reads, they're preventing God. It says the light which confounds the wicked and slanders says from enemies. The other card that came through, two cards, Six of Pentacles, the favorable God. Divine grace cures rage and pestilence, absolves the guilty. And the Sun card is now here in the upright, and it reads, the vivifying God. It says restoration of life, the protection from adversities, rabbis, and wild beast. However that may resonate. But let's get a couple more cards that kind of came out quick. So for those that I'm connecting with in the energy here, in this divine beauty, which is overall energy here with the Empress. What's the most important message in regards to this, in regards to the world? This is the upcoming energy. Let's do one more shuffle. So King of Swords, the exalted God. Victory grants victory and protection from lightning, and it's falling into this energy of breathe through tension and remember who you are. Four of Pentacles, God liberating the oppressed. Self-atonement cures mental illness, deliverance from persecution. And Eight of Pentacles, God the teacher. Intellectual talent provides knowledge. It's falling into this energy here of the Emperor. And we've got Four of Wands, God the Savior. Rectification helps one live in peace with everyone. I feel like that's the work that's being done in progress here for those that I'm connecting with. So I just want to pull one more card, and this will be the final message for chapter 20, message 7. So final message for those that may be resonating in the energy of this message. What's the most important message for this energy of the world, which is coming up next? And we've got Lady Nada at the bottom of the deck. This energy's come through already, and behind that we've got spiritual service. The two energies that came through is Moya, I believe, and Master Hilarion. So angel number 281 may be significant. So I'm going to read these from the book. So start with card number 28. So Master Hilarion, I believe it says, so your soul healing journey includes the exploration and development of the creative power of your mind. You are learning that as you change your mind, you can change your world. Your mind is expanding as your soul heals and opens to spiritual dimensions. At times you shall penetrate the veil of illusion and be able to perceive the spiritual face of divine love smiling at you, even in the most apparently ordinary or physically world moments. When the mind is open, spiritual experience of the sacred can be found unexpectedly in unlimited and often unlikely places. As your mind continues to gently open, your soul gains conscious access to other dimensions, states of being, experiences and insights. And so you will also need time to rest, integrating what you have encountered. Ascended Master, the Archangel Raphael, bring you guidance and support to take the time to process your experience so that healing change can then naturally unfold in your soul and your life. Mental purification brings clarity, restoration, and well-being to the overworked, overstretched mind. The desire for spiritual knowledge can be very strong in committed spiritual aspiration. The mind of a light worker needs spiritual light containing information, higher understanding and wisdom in the same way. A human body needs food, water and clean air. The hunger for higher knowing can push the soul to seek more expansive states of consciousness, and this can be a good and healthy impulse. However, without taking time to digest, integrate and apply what you have learned thus far, you may end up confused, overwhelmed or mentally exhausted. If you are forgetting things, becoming stressed and mentally fatigued, plodding through when you are usually bright and quick to absorb information, forgetting the intuitive insight you had just a moment earlier, or feeling consistently burdened by any intimidating mental load, then you'll likely need some time out to repair and refresh yourself mentally. Resting the mind can be a tricky thing for intellectual orientated or highly creative people to do successfully. If the mind is strong, you will use it often. Learning to ground your awareness in your body, such as through meditation or conscious movement, can help you learn how to rest and replenish your mind. Sometimes spiritual intervention is needed when the mind has become caught up in stressful cycles and needs uplifting energy in order to relax and let things be. Ascended Master, the Archangel Raphael, can provide such a gift of peaceful replenishment. The hard-working mind can become habitated by ceaseless activity, locked into its own way of perceiving the world. It forgets how to be a beginner's mind. A beginner's mind is open to new possibilities, feeling the art of life just as a child can. It is from the more restful place that your creativity, mental energy, and enjoyment of life, as well as your understanding and wisdom, can emerge refreshed. Letting go of worry and inner standing, resting in trust, and trusting in the moment is a step to the right direction. If you have been taking in a lot of new information, you are encouraged to get out of your head and let your body have more of your energy. Exercise can help this occur. You may feel that you have so many tasks to do that you don't know where to start, or that if you stop to rest, you will never get through it all. Trust that taking one step at a time is enough to accomplish great things. Rely upon steadiness, patience, and persistence rather than force. It is time to slow down and replenish your mind with the assistance of Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. You are encouraged to give yourself a moment to sit without distractions, take in a few moments of silence. Say that the invocation below and the image intended, visualize or feel afresh. Pale green energy washing through you, starting at the top of your head and pouring down through your entire body, flowing out through the soles of your feet. Then simply relax for a few moments and notice the flow of your breath in and out. You will recognize when you have had sufficient mental rest because you shall feel more grounded and peaceful and a sense of vibrancy and inspiration. When you let go in this way, switching off and taking a step back, new approaches and ideas will come to you. Have you explored your own creative rhythms that may involve plenty of rest, highly productive bursts of work where much is accomplished before resting again? You are encouraged to consider the ways that caring for your mind and replenishing your mental energies could work best for you. This oracle also encourages you to explore your interests to any kind of healing that involves the mind and mental well-being, or any kind of higher learning and study. If you are healing your belief system or feel inspired to apply to use any affirmations or techniques for mental reprogramming, such as guided relaxations and meditations, you are encouraged to do so. Keep your mind open and optimistic, and you will go far on your authentic soul path at this time. The invocation for this card reads, I call upon the healing grace of Master Hilarion and the green healing ray of the Archangel Raphael, who love me unconditionally. I call upon my unconditional loving spiritual team and the peace of the enlightened divine mind. May my own mind now gain rest, clearing and refreshment, resting in the light of the universal mind. I peacefully let go of mental attachments and rest my awareness on the flow of my breath. In this present moment, as I choose to be here now, I experience a quiet and effective mental replenishment. I choose to step back from rumination of worry and believe in the positive. Healing changes occurring even now. I choose to believe in the goodness of the universe unfolding, and my mind becomes peaceful, clear and refreshed with gratitude. May all May all beings be free from mental anguish, resting in peace, love and tranquility through my own free will. So may it be. So then I'm going to go to number 1 of this book. Also, it's a bit of a long read up, but I feel like the information is definitely positive guidance for those that may be resonating with chapter 20, or just with this message in particular. You know, you may not resonate with every message, but again, there's a need to take the messages that resonates and leave the rest for those that the message will resonate with. So I believe the pronunciation is El Moya. I might be saying it totally wrong. So anyway, the card reads, Sacred power is the energy, capacity, intelligence, and strength to accomplish the soul's destiny and manifest higher divine will. The first ray of power is divine consciousness straight from the center of the universe, which manifests this sacred power. It is fierce love and higher spiritual authority, which is always flowing to express and protect the divine plan for all of life. There can be a destructive element to this energy also, which can be used in a healthy way to eliminate outmoded structures and empower the soul with a fresh start. The first ray also carries the frequency of leadership, assisting you to stand in the truth of your light so that you can take responsibility for your life journey and others can find their way in their own lives more readily. Supported by your light, it helps to build stronger willpower to accomplish any task you choose. The Ascended Master brings you his particular blessings and encourages you to believe in your own strength and take the initiative on any matter that has deep meaning for you. You are working with this first ray of power at this time. This means that a particular spiritual energy is available to you for divine purpose. You may not understand the reason for this energy coming to you now, but you will in time. It is serving your soul growth and will help you find the courage, willpower, and strength to succeed in a matter that is of importance to you. Stay humble and aligned with your heart, and be the sacred power, and the sacred power will flow with integrity and grace for the greater good. The first ray of power is a very strong energy, and unless you are naturally an abrupt or painfully honest sort of a person, this directness of it may not always feel comfortable. And there's the Queen of Swords that's coming through here. You know, the truth that is being, the truth that it brings to the surface, this empowers anything that could cause confusion. So that's why the masculine energy is in the reverse, because they try to come with the Seven of Swords in confusion. If you are uncertain which path to take, whether to continue a certain relationship, course of action, or lifestyle choice, the presence of the first ray of power will clarify matters for you. Once it moves through our lives, whatever is holding us back from the next steps on any authentic soul journey will be removed. Ashe, I have to pause for a minute because now that's explaining the Sax card, you know, which was kind of explaining on any type of a decision that you was planning on moving forward with. It wasn't going to bring you anywhere, you know. It was a destiny that was built on a false contract here. It was only going to fall in the end. It was an injustice against your destiny and against your life path. And I didn't even notice this card come through. Two of Pentacles, God who supports the universe, fortune and tame fulfills any request. Someone's asking for peace, and peace is what you shall get, is what I'm hearing. So I'm going to continue to read. Once it moves through our lives, whatever is holding us back from the next steps on our authentic soul journey will be removed, either through a clear decision that we make, or through circumstances that force our hand and get us moving in the right direction. When the first ray of power is indictated, long-term plans may suddenly change as you refine your course towards a more authentic, soul-honoring goal. Or you may suddenly get the motivating boost you needed to really go for something that you have been dreaming of for a long time. Once this ray makes its effect felt in your life, your understanding of what is helpful and what is not can change radically and swiftly. The change will feel natural and meant to be, even if they were initially surprising. When this ray comes to you, the people, dreams, and opportunities that remain in your life afterwards are significant. They have survived the onslaught of increased spiritual potency and remain stable, true, and present in your life, which means, yes, they are meant to be a part of your journey at this time. You have confirmation from the universe. The first ray of power also relates to the matters of leadership, authority, and politics. Be open to how your spiritual journey might be helpful in the world of politics, whether that be through aligning yourself with a cause that resonates deeply in your heart, or bringing a more open, tolerant, and discerning viewpoint into the world of politics, which can otherwise too easily be filled with deception, manipulation, and power games. Speaking your truth may be helpful at this time, not only for you, but for those around you who are willing to hear your voice and then make their own choice from a clearer place within. Take care that you do not allow your spiritual path to become compromised. You can bring spiritual wisdom into political life, but you must not bring political life into your spirituality. Your spirituality can only retain its purity, effectiveness, and grace if you are open and universally inclusive as an expression of divine love. You will know when your spirituality is safeguarded because you will respect other human beings regardless of whether they share your politician or your political views or not. If your life purpose involves driving a meaningful political cause forward and or assuming a position of some type of leadership, whether spiritual or otherwise, you will feel the truth of this and you will feel the truth of this and be given encouragement from your ascended masters, this one in particular, to move forward on your path with divine protection and assistance in ways that honor, love, and truly serve the evolution of humanity for the greatest good. When this ray makes its way into your life, it is time to accept the loving gauntlet being thrown down by the universe and to assume complete responsibility for your life whilst surrendering all masters to a higher power. Withdraw attachments and become curious. The universe is going to show you exactly what you need and what is right for you and remove what is not. You don't have to be tentative about accepting this. If something is removed, it will be so that a more beautiful, truthful, and satisfying version of what you are surrendering can come to life in your world. Remember that the universe loves you and wants only the best and most beautiful life experience for you. Trust it enough to let it happen and happen for you now. And the invocation and the final message of this card is, I now accept of my own free will the blessing and the grace of the first ray of power in my life through the unconditional love and divine mercy. I surrender my life into the loving hands of the universe to align me with higher will and the most beautiful expression of my life journey. I call upon the loving assistance of the genuine ascended master El Mora in all aspects of this process and ask that the first ray of power be expressed in ways that serve the greatest good on this planet, that all beings may walk their true divine path. May love manifest completely within me and through me according to the divine will, mercy, and timing. So may it be. And on that note, I'm going to end this message here. And if the message has resonated with you, remember to subscribe to the channel and press the like button. Hit the bell also for any future messages. But this is the final message of chapter 20, and appreciations to you all. Everybody that's subscribed to my channel, like my messages, interacting with the comments. Appreciations to you all, You're definitely helping the vibrations and also the growth of my channel. And for those that's needing to hear this message, to hear the message in divine timing. So appreciations to you all and love and light. Peace and blessings.